Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. Now, it's becoming increasingly apparent to me that for those white South Africans who are deciding not to leave South Africa or who do not have the ability to leave South Africa, that there are only one of two options that they need to seriously consider. The first one is a no-brainer. Join a prepping group like Saitlanders or something like that, so you've got a team of people with a common vision, common defense, and common ability to support each other. That's number one. Number two is far more interesting in my view, and I'm going to show a video which is attached to this intro about that little white community in Eureka. And you've also got, of course, the well-known white community at Orania. Now, what I see happening in South Africa, and look, this is only my point of view. So, look, I might be totally, completely wrong, but it's my considered point of view of what's going to happen in South Africa, is that when Moody's bring the rand down to junk status, which is apparently going to happen fairly soon, the rand value is going to collapse. And then what's going to happen is that everything will get so expensive that crime is just going to go through the roof. The ANC have already lost control of the crime in South Africa. And really what is going to happen is that the sitting targets are going to be people who are white in affluent suburbs. And really, I've always talked about having a plan B if you cannot get out of South Africa. And there's several people now that I am communicating with who are setting up communities of whites in rural areas where they can sit together, they can work together, they can actually defend their little territory. I'm not talking about a separate country or anything like that. I'm just talking about a completely defensive mechanism where people, by being in a group with a common interest, can actually take a stand. And I think the cities in South Africa, especially in the Gauteng area, are just going to be totally chaotic. I think it's going to make Venezuela look like a walk in the park in comparison. We know how violent black gangs can be. I mean, go no further than the necklacing in townships, where they have their own form of justice against perpetrators or alleged perpetrators of crime. You can only imagine what's going to happen. Look what they do with the farm murders, farm attacks. I mean, the torture, the stuff that goes on, it is just awful. And I really believe that anyone who's got a family, who's white in South Africa, seriously needs to get in touch with either a prepping group like, as I said, Saitlanders, or maybe Boere Legion, or get in touch with, and I have got a few people who are actually setting this up right now, get in touch with someone who can actually get you into a small white community in an isolated, out-of-the-way place so your family can be safe. And that's in South Africa. All right, guys, look, I'm going to leave it at that. Here comes the video. We're talking about the small white community at Eureka. Please ring the bell to be kept informed. And subscribe as well, of course. Sorry, I've got an A about F. I'm just so concerned about what's going on in South Africa right now. Okay. Have a great day. Bye for now. Here comes the video.
21 kilometers outside the town of Garis lies Eureka, a whites-only community. Perched between drought-stricken farms, around 30 homes at various levels of completion are being constructed. Eureka founder Adrian Nieuwoud points to black economic empowerment as one of the policies that compelled him to create the settlement to protect white people.
Ons word deur rassisties teen ons op te tree, net deur die kleur van ons vel, uit ons vaderland verdrywe en ek moet daarby volstaan. Dit is wat ons op Eureka probeer doen. Ons het nou hier 'n stukkie grond gekoop, met my eie geld gekoop. Ons vra niks van niemand nie.
The Kamiesberg municipality is however trying to halt the development and has already obtained an interdict pausing construction. Nivout says members of the Eureka movement are adamant that they must be allowed to create a living here, with a shop and a small learning centre already on the premises.
Op Eureka het ons 'n beleid van geen politiek, geen godsdienstoortuigings. Ons meng nie in met mense se politieke beleid en godsdienstoortuiging nie. Maar ons het mos daarom 'n godgegewe verstand om te sien wat hier gebeur.
Asked whether he would be voting in the up-and-coming elections, Nivout said,
Ja man, ek stem nie vir iets nie, maar ek gaan teen iets stem.